first, a new story to bring you this morning. Representation. It's important in so many spaces, including healthcare, but it's not often that you can find a physician who can relate to their patients on such a personal level. One special doctor at Akron Children's Hospital is building unique relationships with his patients and their families.
Hey, Ben.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing good.
Dealing with matters of health isn't always fun.
Every time I straighten up, it feels like I'm going backwards. Like I'm going fall backwards.
And trips to and from appointments aren't always easy.
I don't know. I want to see you back in 6 months.
But Dr. Christopher Raffi Najarian at Akron Children's Hospital is there for his patients every step of the way.
Look at that. Look at that.
Right.
Yeah. Really nice steps, like your foot's getting flat.
As a physiatrist, or physical medicine and rehabilitation doctor, he works with children with all kinds of disabilities,
And there's still a little bit more fluid on this side.
helping improve their daily functioning and independence.
And usually that involves trying to look at sort of the whole picture of the child's life and environment, and look at things that may be helpful to them.
Dr. Najarian can prescribe different therapies, mobility equipment, and medications. But perhaps one of the most impactful parts of his care
I've done something like that too with my sticks.
is just being himself.
Like these are like the style of brace that I wear, except it's more flexible.
Like some of the patients he sees, Dr. Najarian has cerebral palsy.
So it really affects how people are able to move, and affects their posture and their ability to do and execute motor skills. And so I had trouble with those things from the time I was born.
His experience with CP inspiring him to go into this field of medicine, even if the road to get there looked a bit different than his peers.
In medical school, my general surgery rotation, we had to find a stool that would elevate to a good height to be at the level of the operating table.
Now, as director of the Spasticity Clinic at Akron Children's, he's changing lives in more ways than one.
Fantastic. I mean, he's a great guy.
Ben Walker's been a patient at Akron Children's for about 10 years for his trauma-induced CP. He credits Dr. Najarian with being able to walk upright.
Do you think he kind of understands you more because he is kind of similar to you, isn't he?
Yes.
I think that's what gives him such a bond with these kids is he literally is in their shoes, where a lot of times you have a doctor who doesn't go through those same experiences that they do.
Welcome back.
Hey guys.
Chase Savage has CP and dystonia. He uses a wheelchair and speech device.
Here, let's scoot you down this way and a little bit closer to me.
And he has a goofy side.
Just playing with his feet.
I found your tickle spot. Uh-oh.
It's Dr. Najarian's unique perspective that Chase's family appreciates most.
For me as a parent, it also helps me feel like he knows probably what Chase feels. I don't know that. As his parent, I can tell you, his behavior and what he likes and doesn't like, but I can't tell you how he feels.
For these patients and their families, having Dr. Najarian by their side makes some of these challenges feel easier to overcome.
I do think, that many of my patients look at me and again, see somebody who looks like them. That relationship that I have with each patient is unique, and that's definitely my favorite part of coming to work every day. Bye, Chase. I'm gonna go. I'll see you, bud.
Well, I loved getting to spend the day kind of shadowing Dr. Najarian there. I feel like many of us have had experiences in healthcare. You see the doctor for 10 minutes, it's hi and bye, on to the next patient, you're in and out, it's all very quick. Dr. Najarian went and spent 50 minutes to an hour with each one of these patients and their families. And you could tell it was, how was that vacation that you were planning to take last time we spoke? Or how was school? Big year in school this year, buddy. He remembered those things, and you could tell he really took the time to get to know those families on a personal level besides just as a patient.
Oh, And you often end up remembering those moments for years to come if you don't end up seeing the same physician. Sometimes it's your pediatric physician that you end up seeing, but anyways, it just speaks wonders to the character that that gentleman has.
Yeah, definitely. I think growing up with someone who had cancer, my little brother had cancer, just seeing him interact with the doctors made a world of a difference because you're in there for months and months at a time, chemotherapy, different treatments, and just having a doctor that identifies with you and that cares for you and that loves you. Who, Isabel, when you got this story, I'm like, I had chills all over my body. I had to sit here and be like, oh my gosh, what an incredible doctor. Oh,
Thank you.
what a
Yeah.
story, Isabel.
Representation matters.
Yes,
That's what's
it really
important.
does.
It really does.
Well, today hasn't been a terrible